That helps me learn better, so then I don't have to ask her to repeat it in front of the whole class again. That I'll most likely get higher marks in. So I'm like more focused in classes and everything now. So I like listen to the teacher more often.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his overall demeanour's changed. So in the past he was a little chatty, but now he's more concerned with what I'm saying, and if he's missed something, he's always looking at the screen for, as he said, to catch up on things that he may have missed. But yeah, he's always keen to get into the class early. He's always wanting to set it up, and he really enjoys being in the class, and even stays a little bit after class, have a chat about the mistakes he might have made, but yeah, and catch up on some other things.
I'm just feeling what people would say about it and everything. I think I was deaf since I was born and everything, and then I have to wear these to help me hear stuff.
Okay. So is that the first time you sort of had to talk about your hearing loss to other kids?
Yeah.
Because you've got one of those hearing loss that's a bit of a sneaky one, because not much on one side, but a lot on the other side, a lot of hearing on the other side. So people might think you don't have a hearing loss.
Yeah.
So now that you've sort of explained that you haven't got a hearing loss to other people, has that changed the way they...
No.
No? But how do you feel inside?
Much better since they know now.
Oh, that's good.
At the start of the trial, we had a lesson where we spent like 15 to 20 minutes explaining what exactly the trial was, just so the kids don't think that, oh, why is Jacob getting a laptop? Why? And then we just put it all out on the table. Jacob got up, spoke in front of the class, which was really brave, and yeah, it was great, and felt like got it all off his chest. And yeah, the students really responded well, and then wanted to chat about it, and that. But yeah, overall it's been really good so far, and really positive reactions from the students. And yeah, always wanting to know, especially people sitting around him, they like reading captions, and even if they miss something, they can have a look and see how it's going. Get the student involved as much as possible with setting up. Always have a laugh about the things that it messes up on with occasionally, because yeah, we have a good relationship because of that, because we always have a bit of a laugh about it, and then I can actually tell him, alright, it's actually meant to be this word, not what it's actually predicted. There was a pretty other bits of wisdom. Always have your batteries charged. That's it. Always make sure you turn off the thing if you're having a personal conversation with another student, just because it pops up with on there with Jacob, and he can like, oh, so he's getting up, Mr. Here's getting up this student for this and that, and yeah, so that's one thing, just to keep those conversations private. But I found myself speaking slower and really going around the main points, opposed to just talking point. But yeah, so sort of summarising what I was saying to make sure it was on the screen as it was. Yeah, and I don't think I told you that, but yeah, that's what I was trying to do over the whole lesson. And yeah, just make sure I summarised the main points and spoke really clear and sometimes slow, and just make sure to really hit home on those points that really mattered. It helps me too, so I don't speak as fast and get carried away. And then try to cut down how much I speak and make sure everyone's just getting the stuff they need.
Okay, thank you, Chris.
It's
Mr. Here.
No worries.
Jacob, when it's not clear on the screen, what do you do?
I just tell Sir it's come up with like the wrong words.
So you have to have a really good relationship with your teacher to say that. So that's really positive that you're feeling confident to do that. Before the trial, I noticed in these life questionnaires, if you didn't understand something, what would you do? If you're just hearing it and you're not sure,
I'd just like leave it and then
hope that hope that you can work it out later.
Yeah.
So if you had that system compared to this system, which one would you choose?
System.
Okay, that's good. Also, is the English class a noisy class?
Sometimes.
When we're having a bit of fun.
When you're having a bit of fun. And what have you found in those situations when there's a bit of background noise?
It doesn't come through unless it's like really noisy.
So are you still able to access what Mr. Here is saying even though there's background noise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I love the idea of actually just helping support those with hearing impairments in the classroom. Yeah, that's why I really want to get involved in the first place. One thing I did want to add before we go, I've noticed a really big jump in Jacob's academic performance. Before this he wasn't doing so great, but now with the extra assistance and he's more engaged and he's putting in more effort, both academic and behaviour-wise, which is just really great to see. So you have responded really well, and I've noticed it's really great.
That's amazing. You're more on an equal level and we're really seeing the real Jacob come through. So that's really good. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.